U.S. versus China. How the White House AI plan impacts global tech race. The White House's AI strategy, a double-edged sword in the competition with China. In the race for artificial intelligence supremacy, the stakes couldn't be higher. The United States is determined to secure its position as a global leader in AI, as outlined in a recent plan unveiled by the White House. This initiative aims to expedite military integration of AI technologies, streamline the approval process for data centers, promote open-source models, and implement various other measures to bolster the nation's AI capabilities. While many military and technology experts have welcomed this ambitious plan, there are significant concerns regarding its implications. Critics are particularly worried about the potential for the federal government to withhold funding from states that impose restrictions on AI development or deployment, including regulations related to civil liberties, such as the use of facial recognition technology. On the military front, the message is clear. The U.S. must adopt AI technologies aggressively within its armed forces to maintain its global military superiority, all while ensuring safety and reliability. The plan instructs the Pentagon to establish a genuine, autonomous, AI-driven virtual proving ground where new AI solutions can be tested across a variety of scenarios. Although the Department of Defense has already begun integrating AI into its operations, demonstrating capabilities such as AI-assisted piloting in simulated dogfights, it currently lacks a dedicated, ongoing virtual testing environment. Additionally, the plan ensures that the Defense Department will have priority access to commercial cloud computing resources during crises. This is intended to formalize priority access to computing resources in the event of a national emergency, enabling the DoD to fully utilize these technologies during significant conflicts. Training and workforce development are also crucial components of this strategy. The plan emphasizes the need for talent development programs within the Department of Defense to address workforce requirements in AI and to effectively implement AI-enabled capabilities. This initiative could significantly enhance the job readiness of veterans entering AI-focused industries. Meena Narayanan, a research analyst at the Center for Security and Emerging Technology, highlighted that the plan's recommendations for the Departments of Labor and Commerce to assist states in identifying workers displaced by AI, as well as to provide funding for upskilling and rapid retraining, could help cultivate a U.S. workforce that is well prepared to tackle current and future AI challenges. Moreover, the plan proposes the establishment of AI innovation and research centers at prominent military colleges to develop specialized curricula focused on AI usage, development, and infrastructure management. On the international stage, this initiative may alleviate some concerns regarding China's access to critical AI hardware components. The plan introduces tracking requirements for advanced chips and advocates for location verification features on advanced AI computing systems to close existing export control loopholes. It also encourages the U.S. to reclaim its leadership role in international standard-setting organizations, aiming to reassure critics who worry that the U.S. is losing its influence in shaping the norms for emerging technologies. The document states, preventing our foreign adversaries from accessing these resources is essential for both geostrategic competition and national security. In a surprising twist, given President Trump's known skepticism towards multilateral alliances, the plan also suggests a technology diplomacy strategic plan for a global AI alliance. Industry leaders have praised the plan. Doug Kelly, CEO of the American Edge Project, remarked, President Trump's AI action plan represents a significant advancement in the quest to secure American leadership in artificial intelligence. By emphasizing innovation, infrastructure, talent, and global outreach, the plan addresses critical barriers to U.S. competitiveness, begins to fill long-standing gaps in our national strategy, and positions the U.S. to outpace China in this crucial technological race. Uli Bajraktari, president of the Special Competitive Studies Project, added, "This AI action plan is vital for winning the techno-economic competition of the 21st century. It rightly recognizes that our national security and economic prosperity are now intertwined with our leadership in AI. We are dedicated to transforming this strategic vision into lasting national policy. However, not everyone is on board. Some provisions within the plan have raised alarms about potential threats to civil liberties, privacy, and even national security. Central to these concerns is the push to eliminate regulations that could unnecessarily impede AI development or deployment. This initiative builds upon Trump's January executive order, which rescinded previous regulations aimed at ensuring AI safety and research integrity. A new plan pressures states to lift their own restrictions or risk losing federal funding, while also urging the Office of Management and Budget to evaluate whether a state's regulatory framework might undermine the effectiveness of federal funding. This topic sparked a heated debate in Congress, where a controversial moratorium that would have prohibited states from limiting certain AI applications was overwhelmingly rejected. The measure, part of the so-called Big, Beautiful Bill, was defeated by a staggering 99-1 vote. Over 40 state attorneys general and 17 Republican governors also voiced their opposition to this provision. Sarah Myers West, co-executive director of the AI Now Institute, criticized the new action plan, stating that it essentially serves as a workaround for the failed moratorium. She remarked, "At its core, the action plan resembles a wish list from Silicon Valley. States from Maine to Montana are either enacting or considering legislation to restrict AI applications, including the use of facial recognition by law enforcement. Additionally, many states have implemented rules to limit AI's role in hiring practices or insurance claims, areas where algorithmic errors could lead to discrimination." Narayanan cautioned that the federal plan risks stifling the very activities necessary to safeguard U.S. national security and enhance the domestic AI ecosystem. She emphasized that states play a vital role in workforce development, ensuring equitable access to computing resources for small businesses, and establishing information-sharing networks to address emerging AI risks. In the context of the U.S.-China AI rivalry, the local and state bans on facial recognition technology are particularly significant. Not only is this technology unpopular among American citizens, but it also poses potential risks. Data collected by law enforcement or through AI systems could be exposed to adversaries, including China. This is concerning because China holds a dominant position in the global market for both surveillance cameras and facial recognition software, products that local law enforcement agencies might procure. The plan does include measures to monitor Chinese surveillance equipment and software for potential data leakage risks, and to restrict imports. However, implementing these safeguards will take time. In the interim, state and local agencies looking to deploy facial recognition may resort to commercial products already available, some of which could have security vulnerabilities. West noted that the effectiveness of the executive orders will depend on their implementation, but she cautioned, the potential for a gap is certainly a concern that needs to be addressed now. More broadly, she warned that the plan could reinforce the dominance of a few large AI companies. Is the White House's AI plan a necessary step towards maintaining U.S. leadership in technology? Or does it pose risks to civil liberties and innovation? Share your thoughts in the comments below.